Hey Footy fans, just thought I'd quickly jump on here to wrap up, gather round, just quickly for the South Australian Government, Peter Malinauskas and crew, and also the AFL. Another sensational gather round, not only seeing people from, Adelaide be at the football, but to see people from Victoria, from Western Australia, from New South Wales and a variety of other states, just all over Australia. Go to Adelaide, enjoy football, come together as an AFL community. That's what makes football so special, and don't you love to see it? Another sensational achievement, not only for the South Australia, community, but for the AFL community as a whole, coming together as one and enjoying such a wonderful sport. And it all started when the D's beat the Crows. Look, yes, the D's got the job done, but the Crows hang in there. I think some of their opportunities, they would have liked to be a bit more accurate at times in front of goals. Not only the Crows, but the Demons as well. Both teams, I think the Crows had 15 behinds, the D's had 18 behinds. I thought the Crows' effort was there. And it's a real shame that they couldn't get the job done. But boy, oh boy, they came close at times, that's for sure. The Lions, they absolutely pumped North Melbourne, and that was expected. And for the Lions, beating North Melbourne by 70 points, it really can create a spark for them, obviously that being their first win of the 2024 season. So I think this can really steer the Lions back on track. They needed a dominant win like that to really acknowledge, we've got the talent, we can play some hard football, and taking nothing away from the Roos, because there were little spark moments of efforts, obviously not on a consistent basis, but they had some alright moments, but it was all brizzy pretty much from halfway through the first quarter throughout the rest of the game. So hopefully it can steer them back on track for the rest of the season. Port Adelaide, they did it comfortably against the Essendon Football Club, and the Bombers really need to be consistent throughout this season. They're struggling at times. They haven't had the best of starts to the season. And I know it's against a powerhouse team like Port Adelaide, mind the pun there. But I really expected this to be a close game. I expected there to be the effort by Essendon. And to be honest, I didn't see it. The Port Adelaide Football Club had a great lead at halftime, and that continued throughout the rest of the game. So the Bombers really need to, I think, kind of get together, create something for the next couple of rounds, and coming up against the Bulldogs next round, that's going to be a challenge in itself, and that's a game they might steal in the end. They really got to give it their all, and that's going to be a really good game to test them, that's for sure. The Fremantle Dockers, they lost to the Carlton Football Club. Both teams going into this game undefeated. Well, now it's only the Blues out of those two who remain undefeated, and obviously a couple other teams in the competition. For Freo, a real shame, because obviously there was some controversial umpire calls. There were some missed umpire calls as well, which ruined the end of this game. Not sugarcoating it, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to give it to you how it is, and I think most could agree on that. It's in the books now. Take it, Freo. Great effort. You came oh so close. And yeah, you probably should have won, and the Blues got a bit lucky in the end, but I'm still impressed with Fremantle hanging in there against a, competitive Blue side, which we've seen for the start of this season. The Dogs, well, they lost to the Cats in a very close finish. Bontempelli, wow, Liberatore, Treloar, getting the ball forward, that midfield, those talented stars, they shine bright in this game, but unfortunately the Doggies fall short and the Cats clawed their way over the line. Huge shout out to Jack McRae, was the medical sub, came on, had an immediate impact, was involved, created chances for the Bulldogs, and definitely got them closer on the scoreboard. A real shame that the Doggies just missed out in this game, but what can you do? It was a great effort by them, and the Cats just too classy to hold them off in the end. Hopefully Jack McRae gets the start next game, because I think he definitely deserves it. The Giants beat the Suns, which I think was expected, but it was a decent game of football. The Suns hanged in there for about 3/4 of footy, and then in the fourth, the Giants wrapped it up. Adam Kingsley and this side, they're just having one of the best starts of the season out of the whole competition. They've been strong going forward. Their ball movement has been great, and they're working together as a solid unit, not only when they go and attack, but also getting back on defence as well. So well done to the Giants, and they're looking really tough to beat at the moment. The Tigers, they lost to the Saints by 7 points, and it kind of swung me for the fences at the start of this game. The Tigers got off to a great start, and being without Lynch and Bolter and Liam Baker, I thought, do they still have players to chip in? Do they still have, the talent to control this game of football? And they did, especially in that first quarter. And for a couple parts of the game. But in that fourth quarter, it was a bit scrappy. The Saints got back into it, and eventually the Saints held on in a very close finish to this game. So still, Tigers great to hold in there. A gallant effort by them, but it's the Saints who just got over the line there. And the last game of the round was those Collingwood Magpies taking on the Hawks, and the Pies winning by 5 points. Was it good enough? They were up by 30 points or so, and they let the Hawks kick 4 or 5 goals in a row. I expected the Pies to get a solid win. I expected the Pies to win by 30 plus points. Rather, we saw a team, get a massive scare by the Hawthorn Football Club. And that's taking nothing away from the Hawks. Good on them for fighting. Good on them for being in the contest and being competitive until that final siren. But for the Pies, they really got to pick up their game. Jordan De Goey had a great game. And it's about time, because I expected him to be that good from the start of this season. The Dacos brothers, well, Josh Dacos had probably a bit more of an impact at times. Nick Dacos, look, he was good. He ended up with 26 disposals, 1 goal. But he did take a while to get in the game, and did take a while to really rack up possessions and get involved. So hopefully he bounces back with a stellar game in the next round of football. Folks, it's time for Isaac's GMP of the round, my goal, mark and player of gather round. Starting off with my goal, Shai Bolton from the Tigers. A very nice kick. On the run, clutch from, near the boundary, you could say. It was a tough angle, but he made it look so good, and he hit it to perfection. So a very nice goal there by Shai Bolton from the Richmond Tigers. My mark of the round goes to a Bulldog, and it goes to Riley West. Great elevation, brought it down with the one hand, had a little fumble, but luckily got 2 mitts on it in the end, and claimed the mark. It was a good mark, because to see him bring it down with one hand and spin in the air, it's tough to do that, but he made it look oh so good. So well done to Riley West, a nice grab there, and it kind of gave me a couple flashbacks to the days of Travis Cloke from the Pies, when he was playing. So it was great to think about Travis Cloke and those fantastic highlights with that glove that he had on. Didn't he know how to take the marks left, right and centre, that's for sure. My player of the round goes to Connor Rosey, fitting for gather round being in South Australia. 3 goals, 36 disposals, 2 tackles, 5 marks, 5 clearances, 7 inside 50s, 657 metres gained, 8 score involvements. To see him not only be a ball magnet and be a creator at times for the Port Adelaide Football Club in this game, but also have 3 goals, that's an all-round performance, and that is a performance to be very proud of. One of the best I've seen from Connor Rosey. Absolutely sensational. Take a bow. It was great to see him just all around the field, all around the football, and be an absolute rock for this Port Adelaide Football Club in their great win against the Bombers. Folks, round 5 on Thursday, when the Demons take on the Lions at the MCG. I'm actually tipping the Lions in a bit of an upset by 14 points. Could it happen? Well, they've done it in the past. At the MCG, they're probably not the best on a consistent basis, but let's see them turn things around, and let's see them bring that Brisbane Lions finals form that we've seen in the past couple of years. Gotta love footy. If you like that recap, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below your thoughts on the previous round, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for more of my content, make sure to follow my Facebook page and also my Instagram page. Plenty of more sports updates on there. Thank you.